And the scribes came together. Peter followed him at a distance into the high priest's courtyard and was seated with the guards, warming himself by the fire. The chief priest and the entire Sanhedrin kept trying to obtain testimony against Jesus in order to put him to death, but they found none. Many gave false witness against him, but their testimony did not agree. Some took the stand and testified falsely against him, alleging, "We heard him say, 'I will destroy this temple made with his hands, and within 3 days I will build another, not made with hands.' Even so, their testimony did not agree. The high priest rose before the assembly and questioned Jesus, saying, 'Have you no answer? What are these men testifying against you?' But he was silent and answered nothing. Again the high priest asked him and said to him, 'Are you the Messiah, the Son of the Blessed One?' Then Jesus answered, 'I am. And you will see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of the power and coming with the clouds of heaven.' At that the high priest tore his garments and said, 'What further need have we of witnesses? You have heard the blasphemy. What do you think?' They all condemned him and deserved him to die. Some began to spit him. They blindfolded him and struck him and said to him, 'Prophesy!' And guards greeted him with blows. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Go to the house of the Lord. Our feet had been standing within your gates, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem built a city, which is bound firmly together, to which the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord. As was decreed for Israel, to give thanks to the name of the Lord. Their thrones of judgment were set, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May they prosper who love you. Peace be within your walls, and security with your towers. The Lord of the Lord.
Okay, thanks be to God.
Hindi namin sinasabi si David.
Ikaw. Here we are in. This is still old fragments of Kaipa's house. Here.
To Jerusalem. As he drew near to Philgrimage and Bethany at the place called, he sent two of his disciples. He said, "Go into the village opposite you, and as you enter it, you will find a colt Peter, on which no one has ever sat. Untie it and bring it here. And if anyone should ask you, 'Why are you untying it?' will you answer, 'The Master has need it.'" So those who had been sent went home and found everything just as he had told. And as they were untying the colt, its owner said to them, "Why are you untying this colt?" They answered, "The Master has need of it." So they brought it to Jesus, threw their cloaks over the colt, and helped Jesus to mount. As he rode along, the people were spreading their cloaks on the road. And now, as he was approaching the slope of the Mount of Olives, while the whole multitudes of his disciples began to praise God with a loud joy for all the mighty deeds he had seen. They proclaimed, "Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord, peace in heaven and glory